Hello, you don't know much about me. I was born in a basement in Birmingham. I didn't have any roots, which basically means I didn't have any parents, but I was found by, um, very benevolent men. They were homeless. Yeah, I was raised with five men. Um, and then now I've grown up. I'm 22 years old. I used to be gay, but now I'm straight. So it's basically like straightening a snake, I got. And I decided to go to a cool place where there's a lot of freedom, and that's America. And so as I came down here, I had a lot of troubles getting off the plane. Um, First I wasn't wearing any pants, so it's no problem here in Birmingham. But when I got off in America, I was tackled by the security, and I asked for rights, but then again, I'm not even a fucking citizen, so it doesn't matter. And then the first thing I saw was some fat ass sandwich. It looked like it fit me. It was called a Big Mac. Um, I was secluded my whole life. I think they might even have that there in Birmingham. But after I finished eating my Big Mac, because I had 7 euros. I mean, I don't even know the currency I have in wherever I live. But so the first trip I took was at the Dallas Zoo because I heard it was tremendous and it was somewhere I really wanted to visit. So, unfortunately, when I got there, about 30 minutes into exploring the zoo, a gorilla got up. And, I heard that we've evolved from gorillas, and as gorillas got, as we got smarter, we got weaker, and therefore the gorillas have a fuckload of strength. And so I tried to greet the gorilla, but then I was tranquilized because they didn't want to see any casualties at the Dallas Zoo because that would make him look really bad. But after I woke up, I saw there was a bunch of brown hairy limbs spread out upon the Dallas Zoo, or a lot of blood, a lot of something you see in those video games, and I was just so scared. This perturbation has come upon me. It's my first trip out of Birmingham into Texas, and this is how I'm greeted by all this violence. And and then I decided to move on because that's what an adult does. And as I moved to my hotel, I was greeted by a man who told me to fuck off. So I didn't really know what to say that. I was told never to fight back in a fight. Always just keep the arms up like that. And if I'm punched, just give up if I'm ever hurt. And that's what I did. And I ended up in the hospital. And I don't have something very important, and that's called insurance. And now I'm living in my best friend's basement. I just met my best friend yesterday. Um, he told me he let me live under here as long as I complied to whatever he told me he was going to do to me. So, he just gave me a bunch of sedatives and a few eye patches since I have two eyes, and told me to close them and hopefully fall asleep. And then I woke up and I couldn't sit down. Yep, that's what he was like. But you know what? At least I'm hiding from the cops. Because the cops here really like to get their fucking, whatever that is, it'll be a profit. Because that allows them to get the paychecks and pay for roads. So, I went around with this guy 30 minutes ago, and we went to a thing called what was it again? Yeah, a crack house. This seems that's some kind of drug or something that makes you really really happy, and it's really addictive. I heard, but it's pretty cheap, and he told me that first hits on me, and I thought I was gonna get hit again and end up in a fucking hospital, but that didn't happen. What happened is I ended up ingesting too much of these fumes till I collapsed, and my heart stopped. And so he threw me down here, and I heard him utter a few words before he left and said, like, I hope you're dead, because then he won't have to worry about my death, but I'm just still fighting for him, so it doesn't matter.